Year 2050. India, a superpower, accounts for 25% of the total GDP of the 9 developed nations in the world. Year 2025. The Indians reach everywhere. Be it services, manufacturing or research, India leads the world in each of these. Year 2010. Microsoft shifts its worldwide headquarters to India. India becomes the financial hub of the world. Year 2008. Every single Fortune 500 company has an operation in India. India, the future is here. Year 2004. Is this a fantasy or a realistic projection? Is it just a dream or an actionable vision? Are they images or do they have a solid story behind them? Let's look at the picture of India today. Let's explore the paradigm called India. Come, delve into the paradox called India. Is this the India that will transform itself? Are these the roads that will lead to it? Are these the people who will change it? Is this the infrastructure which will help it? Yes, these will. Because there is another India which is emerging, which is developing, which is growing, which is coexisting with the India you know. But to appreciate this emerging India, to know its DNA, we need to go back a few centuries. Imagine a world without the digit 0. Think of a society which cannot count beyond 9. Imagine trying to go to the moon without zeros. While Armstrong walked on the moon, it was Aryabhatta, an Indian, the inventor of the zero, who took the first step. The father of surgery, Sushruta, was part of this DNA. Takshashila, the first university in the world, was on this soil. We could go on, but there is no need, because the biggest testimony of all is reflected in what Albert Einstein said. We owe a lot to the Indians who taught us how to count, without which no worthwhile scientific discovery could have been made. These DNAs have given rise to some great results. Not many know the glitter that is India. It is the largest consumer of gold. The strength that is India. It is the largest producer of milk and tea in the world. The movement that is India. It has the largest rail network in the world. The communication hub that is India. It has the largest postal network in the world. The dreams of this country are developed by the movie industry, which produces the largest number of films in the world. It is frightening that it adds one Australia to itself every year. But then its middle class is larger than the population of the USA. Its youthful energy comes from 555 million people under the age of 25 years. USA and UK are two countries divided by the same language, English. But India is united by the very same language. It has the third largest English-speaking population in the world. No wonder the world's largest English daily is not in USA or UK, but in India. Its technological superiority is reflected in the fact that every third technical personnel in the world is an Indian. Fascinating facts about a continent called India. In the 1990s, India opened its arms to the world from an era of seclusion and isolation. It has now paid rich dividends. Today, it has $106 billion in reserves, twice its trade obligations. FIIs have pumped in $25 billion in its buoyant and robust stock markets. Its GDP grew by 5.5% every year over 10 years and has now surged to 8% this year. On purchasing power parity, it is already the fifth largest economy and will be the third in another few decades. It has a high domestic saving of 24%. Overall, an economic powerhouse in the making. You must be wondering, what does all this mean to me? But the diamond industry didn't wonder. For years, much before the phrase BPO or business process outsourcing was coined, India was doing precisely that. 9 out of 10 precious stones were value added in India. So were 90% of the pearls in the world. Today, India is on the verge of becoming the largest services provider in the world, an outsourcing BPO giant. From call centers to tax returns, from software to medical transcriptions, from medical diagnosis to equity research, the outsourcing surge is activating the DNA, fast and furious. The BPO industry will grow to approximately $100 billion, employing 10 million by 2010. No wonder the inventor of the zero is adding so many zeros to its achievements. But contrary to popular belief, it is not only the low cost which is giving these dramatic results, but also its knowledge base and its native ability of innovation and hard work. No wonder Peter Drucker, the great thinker, said, "India is becoming a powerhouse very fast. The medical school in New Delhi is now perhaps the best in the world, and the technical graduates of the Indian Institute of Information Technology in Bangalore are as good as any in the world. Also, India has 150 million people for whom English is their main language. So India is indeed becoming a knowledge center." Business Week and Business World believe that in the near future, India will become the R&D hub of Asia and of the world. The action has begun. 70 multinationals have already set up their operations here. Not just in software or IT, but also in automotives, telecommunications, chemicals, food and pharma. There are more engineers and scientists in the city of Bangalore than in Silicon Valley. Engineers at GE's John Welch Technology Center in Bangalore have filed for 95 US patents, and another 225 US patents have been filed by the engineers at Texas Instruments' Indian R&D facility. It's not just patents. GE's soon-to-be-launched new dishwasher has been designed in India. So has its medical division's angiograph imaging machine. And the digital signal processor developed in India for Texas Instruments has 50% of the world market. In the city of Pune, Whirlpool designs all its appliances for Asia. 17 clinical trials, 10 of them global, are being done by Eli Lilly, the pharma giant in Gurgaon near Delhi. At Hewlett-Packard, all emerging market development is happening again in Bangalore. Well, so much for R&D. There is another success story unfolding. While a large part of India's economy depends on the agricultural sector, its combination of great natural resources, its people, and the ability to innovate is producing the manufacturing story. Hero Honda is the world's largest manufacturer of motorcycles. Bharat Forge is the world's single largest forging facility. Hindustan Inks has the world's largest ink plant. SL produces more laminated tubes than anyone else in the world. Moser Bayer of India is the lowest cost producer of CD recorders in the world. No wonder India is becoming the outsourcing hub for manufacturing too. The world's top 15 automobile manufacturers obtain their auto components from India. GE Motors has not only developed a noiseless motor in GE R&D India, but is the sole point of supply for millions of motors a year. GE Medical Systems portable ultrasound scanner is made only in India for the world. 60% of Nokia's magnetic requirements come from Highcal, Bangalore. Volvo has increased its outsourcing from $10 million to $100 million. Hyundai will source 1 million Santro cars from India for the world. So, perhaps now you know about the other India. The other India which is changing the world and itself. We would like you to take this India with you, because your future is here.